Oh my gosh, I'm such a girl. I'm so pregnant, right? Hello everybody. I am officially 31 weeks today. Since this week was a really emotional week with a lot of lows and highs, I guess first what I'll do is I'll go through with the physical symptoms and then kind of just talk about some of those things I just feel like sharing. Some of the new things that have been happening this week, I have started to feel that my belly is really starting to stretch. What is that, like your sternum, I think, right there? It feels numb, and it's almost like a numb, like, I don't know if you've ever tried, if you have a scar anywhere, like, and you try to like scratch the scar, how it feels kind of, it's like you can feel it but not really. I don't know, it kind of feels similar to that. Your nerve endings are all stretching and stuff, so all like that's normal to feel that. But that was definitely a new one, so I'm like, oh man, my stomach it's starting to stretch. The good news, last time I did an update and I had talked about having my glucose test. I heard today I passed and I did really good. I mean, I did really good, like as if I'm taking a test or something. I studied really hard. The doctor said my numbers were really good. I had like an 89 or something. I think 80 something, 86, 87, 88, 89, one of those. All that stuff she said looked really well, still no swelling, so she was glad about that. The baby's still laying this way, transverse. But she said the way he's positioned that she feels like his head is on my right side. So on this side, and his legs are on this side, which makes sense because I feel him kicking more on this side, so it would make sense that his legs are over there. And now I really feel more and more like a turtle on its back trying to get up. I'm like, I mean, I can do it, it's just, it's getting harder. I have like no more abs, so I have to like roll, do like the roll to get up instead of just being able to sit straight up. And Josh has to help me sometimes. He also has to help me put on my shoes sometimes because it's just getting a little bit harder. I can do it, but I'm like out of breath just trying to put my shoes on because my belly's in the way. So now on to the emotional stuff, because I just really want to share it, because doing these updates, these are the kinds of things that I also want to look back and remember. Yeah, past Sunday, we went and registered for some baby stuff, and it turned into like this whole little debacle because we kind of got frustrated with each other, Josh and I. And I just got overwhelmed. So that was one like emotion I totally felt. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm so not prepared. I'm not ready. And it like hit me, you know. And then after that, it was kind of just like, oh, it was really hard for us to be registering for stuff because it's like we should be buying our own things. And I don't know, it was just this crazy things of emotions. And you know, several people, including some in the comments, of course, were like, you know, it's not like you're making people buy you stuff, and which is true. It's very true, and it's not, we're not against getting gifts. That's what I just want to say. We're not against getting gifts. I think my biggest thing was the fact of, you know, like saying, here's all this expensive stuff, buy it for us. But like they said, you know, if people want to be a blessing in your life, then that's their, don't take that away from them. I feel a little bit better, I guess, going into it and kind of registering and just, you know, if people want to buy stuff off there, great. If they don't, then they don't, and that's that. So I thank you for the comments, and Josh's mom also kind of said the same thing. So, you know, looking at it that way, I feel a little bit better. I had a moment where I was just really sad because I just felt like I know I'm not at home anymore. And like I said, I don't want to cry. But again, for those of you who don't watch our vlogs, we moved. We lived in Texas, and I was born and raised in Texas, so I've been there my whole life, and that's where all my family is. And I'm really close to my sisters. I have two older sisters and a younger sister. I always imagined when I had my first baby that I would be, you know, surrounded by family, and it's just so hard now in this last trimester realizing that I'm by myself. I miss my sisters, I miss my family, I miss my friends. So it's kind of funny though, because after the whole registering thing, they give you a gift bag, and in that gift bag, this thing was in there, which is like this little Pampers holder, and I opened it and I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna make me cry too. But this little tiny pamper, oh my gosh, I'm such a girl. I'm so pregnant, right? But I saw this, and it's so little, and I was just like, oh my gosh, a little tiny human is going to be in there, is going to fit that. And not just any tiny human, but our little baby. So again, I apologize for all the crying. You're probably watching like, oh my gosh, totally pregnant, aren't you? But yes, after all of that and the overwhelming feeling of being not ready, and then seeing that was just kind of like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, because that's our baby. Like, we're gonna have a little baby. Oh my god, you're watching me have a meltdown on camera. I'm like laughing and crying because it's so many emotions. I tell you, so many emotions. Crying and laughing at the same time because it's so happy and scary at the same time, and being all by myself up here, but it's gonna be okay. And so that happened. And then on top of that, today, my sister told me that she was sending me a package in the mail, and she had no idea. I didn't tell her. I haven't talked to her as far as like telling her any of the feelings that I've been having going, feeling homesick. But she sent me this package in the mail, and again, just so cute, this tiny little onesie, and little bottoms to go with it, and it's just like, oh my gosh. And as it's getting closer and closer, it's just, you know, more emotions keep happening, and again, just feeling very homesick, not being home, and not sure, you know, with the baby shower, whether I'm gonna have one or not. Please don't take that as like, please feel sorry for me, and you know, everyone send me stuff to make me feel better. Like, please don't, that is not what I'm doing at all. Please don't take it that way. I'm just sharing as far as the fact that, you know, being surrounded by my family and, you know, having a baby shower in that way is just probably not gonna happen. Well, it won't happen because I'm here and not over there. I just really wanted to share, because when I look back, like after the baby comes and I look back at these different updates, like this is the kind of stuff I want to remember. This is the kind of things, these feelings and emotions that I want to remember, because this is the first, you know, and it's scary. But then seeing things like the tiny little diaper and the little tiny clothes, and just, I guess, getting a sudden wave of excitement and like, what else, like an excitement and like I can do this. Just like I had to tell myself the first trimester when I felt like I was never gonna feel better, I can do this. And yeah. Now that I'm done crying, I just want to say really quick that we mentioned this in our vlogs, that on Saturday, so Saturday the 28th, we are going to do a live stream, and I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's the final countdown, kind of 80s themed live stream. So if y'all want to come join us, then it'll be Saturday at 9 o'clock Eastern time, so that's 8 o'clock Central. And I'll kind of put a little thing afterwards, but we would love to have y'all come, and we're gonna do a Q&A and then just some other fun things. And I just wanted to kind of throw that out there if anybody wants to go to the live stream. I feel like that's everything I have to say, and I guess all that's left now is to do belly shots. So here we